Exclusive.
Hey Chicago, Matt Bellassai here, and I'm wishing you a very strong resolve as you get through your Chicago winter. I do not envy you, but I do miss Chicago so much. I feel like now is the time where it costs so little to just put yourself out there, and people shouldn't, you shouldn't be afraid to take that first tiny little step and put something out there and see how people like it and learn from it. I think a lot of people write to me, which is very concerning that people are asking me for advice. But they know I went to journalism school, and they ask what classes they should take or what they should be doing on the side. And I always say, start a Tumblr, start your Twitter account, and just keep putting stuff out there. And maybe people won't read it at the beginning, or maybe people won't like it, but it's always important to just put yourself out there and learn from it and keep going and going and going. I think that's I don't know, when I was in journalism school, that was always my main fear, is that I never wanted to put anything out until I thought it was perfect, and then it's well, you just never put anything out. And the fear, I think, for our generation now is oh, if I put something out there and it sucks, it's just going to be on the internet forever. And now it's just there's just so much stuff. It doesn't matter. No one's going to find that super old thing that you did. And if they do find it, it's whatever. Hopefully you learn from that and you're better. And so it's just keep putting stuff out there. That's the gist of it, I guess. Chicago is much cleaner and nicer than New York City, I think. I definitely, although it prepared me a lot for New York, Chicago, the city, is less clean and less nice than the suburbs of Chicago. But I miss the food. That's definitely, whenever I go home, I always pig out. I love deep dish. I'm a big defender of deep dish as a cuisine. What else? I just had Portillo's when I was home. I love Portillo's, beef sandwiches from Portillo's. Yeah, and just, I don't know, Chicago's beautiful. I loved walking around Chicago. I hated taking the L, I really did. Although, I mean, it's a train. Everybody hates the train. It's not like it's any different than any other city, but those cloth seats were so disgusting. I just this seat has not been washed for decades. I know it, and every time I got off the train, I feel like I had to shower. It was disgusting. There's no way that 1,000 Cubs or Sox fans have not vomited in this train at least once, and I'm just no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I know, I definitely think a lot about it. I think, I do think that internet fame can come very quickly if you play your cards right, and I feel you have to have a good amount of genuine talent and ambition and drive in order to capitalize on it and turn it into a thing that's long lasting. I feel that's what makes network shows and things like HBO, those are institutions, and their shows can grow into institutions, and that's just because they, it's not some flash in the pan thing. It's they're putting a lot of resources into making sure that it's this long lasting thing. And I feel the mechanics of internet fame are it's super fast and it's super cheap, and you make things very quickly, and people will forget about you very quickly unless you play your cards right and make it put energy into making it a good thing that can have legs beyond kind of the immediate moment. I don't know, that's kind of high and
we like us.